Alright, good day everyone. So welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we'll be talking about two-point and determinant form of an equation of a straight line. So this is analytic geometry, and welcome to our Kasaligan vlogs. So the two-point form equation of a straight line. So this is the formula in finding when the given point is when there is a given 2-point in the problem. So we have here example. So this part, so y sub 1 y sub 2 minus y sub 1 is equal to x sub 2 minus x sub 1. This formula comes from this point slope form. So we have here y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times x minus x sub 1. So by the use, we have here m is equal to the slope, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So that's why we have here, by just substituting in the point slope form, we could have the two-point form equation of a straight line. So take note that x sub 1 is not equal to x sub 2. And the second form is the determinant form. So determinant form is when you get the area of a straight line. For example, this one, if this is a point here, x sub 1, y sub 1, going here, so the point 2, which is x sub 2, y sub 2, and the last point is x and y. So this one, the area of this one, area is equal to 0. That's why it is being equated to 0. Because this formula is the formula in finding also the area of a triangle or coordinates with the given point. So this is the formula. So but this time we'll make use of this one as determinant form in finding the equation of a straight line. So again, there are two forms, the two-point form, and the second one is the determinant form. So let's have problem. So how we're going to apply this formulas. Okay, find the equation of the line through the given points 1, 2, and 3, 8 using two-point form and determinant form. So we have here, since it's stated that 2 points determine a line, so we need 2 points so that we could create a line. So it's have 1 and 2 and 3 and 8. So we have here, so we have to connect this one. This is our 2 points. So this is the equation, this is the line, and we need to find the equation of this line. So let's have first the two-point form. So the given point is 1, 2 and 3, 8. So we have here, let's name this one as x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2 and y sub 2. Take note, we could interchange this one as this part is as our x sub 1 or y sub 1, or this part is our x sub 2, y sub 2. So it's up to you which is your x sub 1 or x sub 2. Okay, so we have here the formula y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. Alright, so we have here, since we have to choose one point here, so we choose this one as x sub 1, y sub 1, 1 and 2. So y minus y sub 1 is 1 is equal to, or y sub 2 is equal to 8 minus 2 over, our x sub 2 is 3 minus 1, which is x minus, alright, this is y sub 1 is 2 rather, and this is 1. Okay, so y minus 2 is equal to, which is 6 over 2, x minus 1. So y sub 2 is equal to, we have to simplify this one, we have 3, x minus 1. So we have here, if we're going to produce this one, so y minus 2 is equal to 3x when you distribute this one minus 3. So simplify, so in the form of general equation, so we have here 3x minus y minus 3 plus 2 is equal to 0. So we have here the final equation, 3x minus y, and this is minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the line here, 3x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So this is the equation that form when there are 2 points given, 1 and 2 and 3 and 8. So this is in a 2-point form. How about using determinant form? Alright, so if we're going to make use of determinant form, so we have here the formula or the determinant form. So x, y, 1, x sub 1, y sub 1, 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, 1 is equal to 0. So we have here 1 and 2 and 3 and 8. So this is our x sub 1, y sub 1, and x sub 2, y sub 2. So again, we could interchange this one. So first is we're going to write here x, y, and 1. The second one is 1, 2, and 1. Next is 3, 8, and 1 equated to 0. So take note, the sign of this one is plus, minus, and plus. Okay, let's start with x. Expanding the first row, we have here using determinants, we have x, we have 2, 1, 8, 1. Then minus, because it's a sign, y. Then when y, we have 1 and 1. Next is 3 and 1. Next, plus, when you have here the constant here, so we have here 1, 2, 3, and 8 equals 0. So this is how to expand determinants. Okay, the first row. So with x, we have here, when using the area or the concept about in finding the area of a polygon, we have here positive and negative. So therefore, when we multiply this one, this is positive, and we multiply here upward, which is negative. Okay, minus y, this is 1, minus 3, plus, this is 8, minus 6 is equal to 0. So this is negative 6x. 1 minus 3 is negative 2 times plus 2y, and plus 2 is equal to 0. So if we're going to simplify this one, we divide all terms by negative 2, and this is also divided by negative 2. So we have here, the result of this one is negative 3, oh no, not positive already, 3x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. So the same answer we have in 2-point form. So this is how to use determinant form. So let us have another example for this part. So find the equation of the line through the given points, negative 1 and negative 4. Negative 1, negative 4, 5, 1. 5 and 1. So this is the equation. This is a line that we need to get the equation. The first is we have to use 2-point form. So negative 1, negative 4, and 5, 1. So we will make use of this one as our x sub 1, y sub 1. So because I stated a while ago, we could interchange 1. And this is our x sub 2 and y sub 2. Alright, so we have here 1 minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2, y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. So y minus, and this is y sub 1 here is 1. The next part is our y sub 2 is equal to negative 4. And minus our y sub 1 is 1 over x sub 2 is negative 1 minus 5 times x minus x sub 1 is 5. Alright, so y minus 1, we need to simplify this, negative 5 over negative 6 x minus 5, since this is positive. So y minus 1 is equal to 5 over 6 x minus 5. We cross multiply here, 5 times, as rather 6, y minus 1 is equal to 5 times x minus 5. So we have here the result, 6y minus 6 is equal to 5x minus 25. So to have the general equation of the line, so we have here 5x transpose here minus 6y minus 25 plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have here 5x minus 6y, 25 minus 6, that is negative 19, is equal to 0. So the final equation for this line is 5x minus 6y minus 19 is equal to 0. Okay, so that is in the use of two-point form. So let's have determinant form. So how to find using determinant form? So again, the point is negative 1, negative 4, and 5, and 1. Okay, so let's have first, again, we'll make use of this one as x sub 1, y sub 1, and this is x sub 2, y sub 2. X, y, and 1, negative 1, negative 4, 1, and this is 5, 1, and 1. So equated to 0. So expanding the first row, so we have x, and this is negative 4, 1, 1, 1, then plus minus y, and this is negative 1 and 1, and this is 5, 1, then plus, this is a constant side, so we have here negative 1, negative 4, 5, and 1 is equal to 0. So we have here x, so minus 4, and since going up is minus, this is minus 1. Y, this is minus 1, going up is minus 5, plus negative 1, and since it's 5 times negative 4 is negative 20, change the sign, it will become plus 20 equals 0. So this is negative 5x plus 6y and plus 19 is equal to 0. Since we need to have general equation, so copy first this part. In a general equation, the a is positive, so we need to multiply all terms by negative 1. So this is 5x minus 6y minus 19 is equal to 0. So again, this is in the form of determinant form. Okay, so let's see now with number 3. So find the equation of the line through 1, 3 and a point of intersection of the lines 2x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x minus 5y plus 7 is equal to 0. So first is we need to find the intersection. So we have here 2x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. And this is 2x minus 5y plus 7 is equal to 0. So subtract here to get the intersection. We have here, this will become cancelled here, and this is negative, negative, this will become 6y. Change the sign, and this is 1 minus 7, this negative 6 is equal to 0. So 6y is equal to 6. Y, divide both sides by 6, that is equal to 1. So to find for the value for x, so we have, okay, x is 2x plus y plus 1 is equal to 0. To find for the value for x, 2x, the value for y is plus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x is equal to negative 2, 1 plus 1. X is equal to negative 2 divided by 2, x is equal to negative 1. So the point that we have here is 1, 3, and negative 1 and positive 1. So 1, 3 and negative 1, 1. So by the use of determinant form, so make use of determinant form here. So we have x, y, 1, 1, 3, 1, and negative 1, 1, 1 equals 0. So our x determinant here, we have 3, 1, 1, 1, minus the y here is 1, 1, negative 1, 1, and plus the constant here 1, 3, negative 1, 1 equals 0. Okay, so x cross multiply, we have 3 minus 1 y, and this is 1, this is plus because it changed the sign, plus 1, change the sign, product of this negative, change the sign, 3 is equal to 0. So this is 3 minus 2, 3 minus 1 rather, is equal to 2x. This one is minus 2y, and this is 1 is plus 4 equals 0. We could divide all terms by, we have 2 here. So we have x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. So this is the equation when you find the equation of the line through 1, 3 and point of intersection of the line 2x plus y is equal to 0. So again, the point of intersection is 1, negative 1, and positive y. Point of intersection, negative 1, 1, and 1, 3. So 1 and 3. So again, this is the point of intersection. So the point of intersection is negative 1 and 1, 1 and 3. So the equation of this line is x minus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Let's proceed with number 4. In number 4, find the equation of the line joining the midpoint. Midpoint 2, negative 1, and joining the point 2, negative 1, and the midpoint of the line segment from 5, 3 to 1 and negative 1. First is we have to plot the point here, 2 and negative 1. So this is the point 2, negative 1, and the point 5, 3, and 1, negative 1. 1, negative 1. So we have to, here, this is the line, this is the line segment. We need to find the midpoint of this part. So what is the midpoint? Again, okay, so the midpoint here in this part, so this is the midpoint, and we need to connect with this line. So this is the line that we are solving. So what is this equation of this line joining the midpoint of 5, 3 and 1 and negative 1? Okay, so first is we need to find the midpoint of this part. So the midpoint in terms of x is equal to 5 plus 1 over 2. X sub o is equal to 6 over 2, that is equal to 3. And the midpoint of this part is 3 minus 1 over 2, that is equal to 2 over 2, that is equal to 1. So therefore here 3, 1, exactly 3, 1 here is the midpoint. So we have here the midpoint, the point, and the midpoint, which is 3 and 1. So now, if this is the point and the midpoint, find the equation of this part. So let's use the 2-point form. So y minus y sub 1 is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1 times x minus x sub 1. So let's name this one as r, x sub 1, y sub 1, and this is x sub 2, y sub 2. So y minus, since minus, then will become plus. Minus minus plus is equal to y sub 2 is 1 and y sub 1 is minus, so it will become plus 1 over 3 minus 2 times x minus 3, or rather 2, here 2. So y plus 1 is equal to 2 over 1 x minus 2. So y plus 1 is equal to 2 times x minus 2. So we have here y plus 1 is equal to 2x minus 4. So we have here in the general equation we have 2x will become minus y here, move here all to the right, minus 4 and minus 1 is equal to 0. So 2x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the line here. 2x minus y minus 5 is equal to 0. Joining the point and the midpoint of the line segment from 5, 3 to 1, negative 1. Alright, so thank you so much for listening, and this is the problem that we're going to solve. Try this, the vertices of the triangle A, 0, 1, 6, 3 and C, 3, 8, and find equations of the sides, equation of the medians, and equation of the line joining the midpoints of the segment, the sides rather. So you could make use of the 2.4 or determinant form. It's up to you what is your preference in solving the problem. And number 2, find the equation of the line through negative 3, 2 and the point of intersection of the line 3x minus 4y plus 2 and equals 0 and x minus 2y minus 4 minus 4. So thank you so much for listening, everyone. So I hope you learned something today all about 2-point form and determinant form in solving the equation of a straight line. Thank you so much. And please do not forget to subscribe my YouTube channel, Kasaligan Vlogs, and make sure and please help me sharing this information to everyone. So thank you and share.